Imagine this, it's Black Friday, the biggest sales event of the year. Your e commerce store is flooded with traffic, orders are coming in fast, and your revenue is soaring. Then, out of nowhere, your site goes down. Customers refresh their screen in frustration, your support team is overwhelmed with complaints, and every minute your site is offline, you are losing thousands of dollars. This is not just a nightmare, it's reality for businesses that don't have a solid disaster recovery plan. Studies shows that IT downtime costs businesses an average of $5,600 per minute. For large enterprises, that number climbs into the millions. And yet, many companies still don't have a fail-safe disaster recovery strategy. The result, lost revenue, damaged reputation, and customer churn. So, how do you ensure 99.99% uptime and keep your businesses running no matter what? The answer lies in AWS disaster recovery. In today's video, I'm breaking down exactly how AWS helps businesses to protect their critical applications, minimize downtime, and recover from disasters fast. Let's get into it. Think about all the things that could go wrong: hardware failures, cyber attacks, natural disaster, or even simple human error. Disaster recovery is not just about backups, it's about making sure your systems can recover instantly so your customers never notice an issue. Take the financial industry. If a bank system suddenly goes offline, transactions fail, customers panic, and then bank's reputation takes a massive hit. This is why financial institutions invest heavily in cloud-based disaster recovery solutions, because downtime is not just inconvenient, it's a business risk. AWS provides solutions to make sure businesses never experience this kind of disruptions. And depending on your needs, you can choose from 4 different disaster recovery strategies. Let's explore them, but instead of listing features, I will show you real-world situations where each approach makes difference between failure and survival. Let's say you run a small manufacturing company and your core system are still running on old on-premise servers. You don't have a real-time disaster recovery solution, but you do periodically back up your data. One day, a power surge completely fries your servers. Your operations grind to a halt and you need to recover everything from backup storage. With AWS Backup and Restore, you can retrieve your data from Amazon S3 or Amazon Glacier. But here is the catch: this process can take hours or even days depending on how much data you need to recover. That's why Backup and Restore is only a good fit for businesses that can afford extended downtime. If you need faster recovery, you will need something more advanced. Now imagine you own a growing SaaS company that provides cloud-based accounting software to businesses. Your customers expect your service to be up 24/7, but maintaining a fully duplicated system will be too expensive. This is where the pilot light strategy comes in. With AWS, your critical databases and core infrastructure are continuously replicated to the cloud, while your application servers remain in the standby mode. Then, if disaster strikes, AWS automatically spins up the necessary compute resources. Instead of waiting for hours to restore from a backup, your system is up and running in minutes. This approach is faster than backup and restore and much cheaper than running a full duplicate system. But if you need an even quicker response, then there is a better option. Picture a global healthcare provider managing critical patient records. Any downtime puts lives at risk. They can afford to wait minutes or hours to restore data. They need an instant failover solution. With the warm standby strategy, AWS keeps a live but scaled down version of their application running at all times. It's not at full capacity, but it is ready to scale up instantly when needed. So if their primary system fails, AWS automatically switches over to the standby environment and their operations continue seamlessly. For businesses that need near instant recovery, warm standby is a powerful solution that balances speed and cost effectiveness. Remember that Black Friday e commerce disaster, as I mentioned earlier. If that company had an active disaster recovery setup, their site never will have gone down. With multi-site active, AWS run your application across multiple live regions at the same time. So if one AWS region fails, traffic is instantly rerouted to another location with zero downtime. This is exactly what major financial institutions, streaming platforms, and multinational companies use to ensure their services stay online no matter what. It's the most resilient option, but also the most expensive. So, depending on your business needs and budget, you will need to balance cost with the level of protection you require. AWS doesn't just provide infrastructure, it makes disaster recovery automatic. So businesses don't have to manually intervene when things go wrong. AWS Elastic Disaster Recovery can automatically replicate your entire application, ensuring quick failover. Amazon Route 53 instantly redirects traffic if one region goes offline. AWS autoscaling and load balancing make sure your system runs at peak efficiency even during an outage. With AWS, failures don't become disasters, they are just bumps in the road that don't interrupt your operation. The question isn't if disaster will strike, it's when. Without a solid disaster recovery plan, businesses risk substantial financial losses, reputational damage, and customer churn. AWS provides scalable, automated solutions that make sure your business stays online no matter what happens. So, is your business truly disaster proof? If not, now it's time to make it happen. And if you need expert guidance, Agile Source specializes in AWS cloud solutions, helping businesses build high availability architectures that keep them running even when disaster strikes. Drop a comment below. Have you ever experienced IT downtime? What was the impact on your business? Let's discuss. And of course, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more AWS insight and share this with your team. See you in the next video. Stay prepared, stay online, and keep your business running no matter what.